Hey there guys, it's Rick Hutzer here with AirgunWeb. In our next episode with the BSA Ultra, we're doing a deep dive into this product line, which means we get to work with it for about a year, kind of unlock all the secrets. It's very, very cool stuff. So in our last episode, we looked at some like affordable big box pellets versus like less affordable boutique pellets, and we kind of saw what happened there. Today, we're gonna take a look at 2 hunting pellets. And I know that's not a lot of hunting pellets, but I don't want this video to be super long. Let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the Crossman Piranha, because I thought they did pretty good. I think they have a real chance to do pretty decent in this gun, and they're affordable, and they're readily available. So for those guys that wanna kind of shoot on a real tight budget, or hunt on a budget, those may be a great option. And then I'm also gonna be shooting the JSB Hades. Those are a little bit more expensive, and you gotta order them online. So 2 different kind of pellets, but both hunting pellets, and this is how we're gonna do this video. I've got a target up. First thing I wanna do is I wanna zero the rifle for each pellet. So let's say we're gonna start with the Crossman Piranhas. I'll zero dead accurate as much as I can with that, and then I'm gonna shoot 2 5-shot groups to compare both of the groups together. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the JSB Hades, and we're just gonna see which one does better. Now again, we're shooting at 25 yards. We are gonna get to the part where we're stretching this out a little bit further, but we're not gonna do that yet. Right now, we're just getting to know this gun, seeing kind of what it does, how it does it. And so far, gosh, as far as a backyard, having fun in the backyard or clearing out pests in the backyard, kind of an air gun, this thing is exceptional. Let's get started. Okay, so our first pellet in the hunting genre is gonna be the Crossman Piranha. And I'm gonna aim that top group, or that top target, and I don't want to zero it so that we're in the bowl. Hold on here. Okay, a little to the right. Let's take one more shot here. Ooh, a little to the left. I'm definitely low. Let's just come up with it a little bit. I'm too high. There we go. Try one more here. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's put 5 shots on each target and see how it is for consistency. Okay, right target. Now I'm actually gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna use the mil dots to try and get it to center. Let's see if this will work. So I thought we had it dialed in, but I just wanted to slide to the left. All right, let me see here. I need to come over about there. Whoa, that flew way left. I don't know what's going on here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are getting some wind coming through, but gosh, I wouldn't have expected it to push me that hard. Well, that's the results we got. Let's take a look. I'm going to get set up with the Hades and see if that does any differently. Just stay with us right here. I'm going to top this off with some air. Yeah, we're good to go on air. I'm going to just top it off, and we're going to try it with the Hades. All right, so let's go to the Hades now. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to shoot one of the targets to just get us zeroed, and then I'll shoot 2 5-shot groups from there. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, way far left. Full. Jump. Okay. Now let's do 2 5-shot groups with these and see how they do. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay, so gosh, the wind really makes a difference on this. We had just a little bit of a breeze and it was pushing me way left on one group. We had like dead calm and now I'm way to the right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give each of these pellets another chance. I'm gonna put a couple more little targets out there and I'm gonna shoot one more group with the Hades and one more group with the Crossmans, and I'm gonna try and actually use the mil dots on the scope to bring it to the bullseye, because when you're hunting, you're not shooting groups, and when you're hunting, you actually need to hit the bullseye, which is one of the things I was trying to test today, was to see if there's any consistency difference between the two pellets. Like, gosh, I wanna be able to hit the bullseye. So between group to group, they should be hitting the same spot, but because of the conditions, just a little bit of breeze does tend to push this thing around a bit. That's kind of good to know. So I'm gonna go put a couple more targets up on that target, and I'm gonna shoot just one more group each, and I'm gonna use the mil dots to try and put 5 shots in the black. Be right back. Okay, so the breeze has come up. It's not bad. It's really, I'll take the breeze as hot as it is today. And I think my camera person's in full agreement. I got the nod. She says, yes, breeze is good. So let's see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one shot at the center, maybe 2 shots, see where they go. I'm going to use the mil dots to aim and adjust, and I'm going to try and put 5 shots in the black on the left of the target that's at 9 o'clock. I'm shooting the Crossman Piranha, so I'm just going to take a shot at the center target now. See where I land. Okay, a little high left. Try one more. Okay, so they're like stacking. Okay, so I'm going to try 5 shots. And I'm going to try and put them in the black using the mil dots. Let's see how I do. Now it's gone calm again. Great. As much as I tried to keep pushing it to the left, it started wanting to go right. So, I mean, okay, so I'm not good with that. All right, so we'll do the same thing here with the Hades and see if I could do better. Because really, when you're hunting, it's about hitting the kill zone. If you don't do that, you're not going to get the job done. Now, we'll say that the Hades were more consistent. So even though I wasn't dead nuts in the black, when I was testing just a while ago, they did all group very, very tightly. So if I can get used to where they're landing in the various wind conditions, then I can still put them in the black, and that's the key. All right, so I'm gonna start again, shooting the center target. Okay, that's doing a little low right. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try putting them in the black on the right side using my mil dots. Okay, well that was a lot better. Let's get that target, we'll wrap this up. Okay, so that was kind of an interesting test. I've never really done a video like that. So it was kind of new. I wanted to see just how it would work. And I really wanted to compare sort of that big box, available, affordable hunting pellet to a more boutique, kind of got to order online hunting pellet. And I personally learned something. Now, you guys may have a different takeaway, but let's kind of walk through the results here. So first thing we did is just kind of see what we're hitting, and then I tried to adjust the scope. That's what I did here. And I hit like dead nut center. So I said, all right, we're good to go. And then all of a sudden, I was like pushing left. Now, the group is not bad. It's pretty good. It's nice and tight. Certainly a kill shot for sure. Even if I was aiming at something like with a kill zone of about that of an inch, I still think we'd be okay. We would have taken it down. Or then when we went over here, the pellets just really pushed hard. Now, I'm aiming dead center. We had a little bit of a breeze come up, but I'm trying to think, could that tiny little breeze make that much of a difference? Or is there just something else going on? Frankly, I don't know. So that's why I wanted to kind of give everything another shot. But before we did that, I went and shot the Hades pellets, or excuse me, they were grouping, you know, here, and then I got them just dead nuts in the black where I wanted them. And okay, so I shot my first group, which was right here, and pretty tight, not quite in the black like I wanted. And then when I went over to here, it shot way over this way. Now, the difference though is that they all did kind of go into one hole, which that's pretty good. I mean, the consistency from pellet to pellet was great. The conditions, again, were slightly different. The wind was blowing a little bit different direction. So what do you do in that situation? What do you do when you're gonna go hunting and it's not perfectly still and, gosh, what are you gonna do? Well, you need to learn how to use your mil dots. Now, I'm using a Hawke Frontier first focal plane. I really like the first focal plane genre of scopes because if I'm zoomed all the way out or I'm zoomed all the way in, my mil dot spacing remains consistent. So if I'm zoomed all the way out, my reticle's teeny tiny. But as I zoom in, the reticle gets larger with the image. So everything kind of works together, comes with it. So if I'm at, 3 mil holdover at 50 yards on 10 power, if I zoom to 20, I'm still gonna be throwing 3 mils holdover. So that, I like that, especially in a hunting situation. I don't have to think about, am I, 3 hold, 3 over at 10. And here, if I go to 20, I don't have to think about any of that stuff because my mil dot spacing remains consistent regardless of the magnification I'm on. So I took and besides that, this thing is just a really nice reticle with a whole bunch of really cool aim points. So it kind of makes it easy to do this kind of shooting with a scope like that. So I thought, let's try again here. So we're going to kind of verify zero, or at least where we're hitting, and then I'm just gonna use the mil dots to see if I can get in the black. So I did that with the Crossmans, sort of saw where I was landing, and I came very close to getting in the black. I didn't really get it there, and I kept moving a little bit here, a little bit there. I just couldn't get it to land where I wanted, which, from our previous tests, looking at consistency, while they were kind of the better of the pellets we tested that were, the affordable pellets, they did have some variances and they did have some flyers. So if you're hunting and you got a really tiny kill zone, they may kind of cause you to miss. And that is just the nature of, they're not as consistent as say something like the Hades, which is very consistent. And as you see over here, I was able to get it in the black. Now, I did miss a little bit, but I mean, we put quite literally 4 out of 5 shots, or at least 3 out of 5 shots in the black just by using the mil dots, and they remain consistent. So I like the way that works. I like the consistency I get out of the Hades pellets from a hunting pellet perspective. So I think when I go take this out hunting later in the season, the Hades are probably going to be my pellet. Now, the next thing we need to find out is with the Hades, how far do they stay accurate? So that's really going to be our next video. We're going to take the Hades pellets, well, dead nut zero at 25, so we know we're on it at 25 yards. And then I'll put another target out at say 50 yards, and I'll use the mil dots. We'll see if we can keep all of our shots in like a 1-inch group, and let's see what happens. All right, so our next video, like I was saying, we're gonna take the Hades, we're gonna stretch it out, just see how accurate they are at range. So we'll start at 25, go to 50. Guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.